Yeah, please.
Yes, please. You have a box already? Great, thank you.
Thank
You
you.
have a box. Is that current?
Yeah.
All right, with us we have head coach Tracy Smith, right fielder Trevor Allen, and starting pitcher Ryan Kellogg. We'll do the same thing. Coach Smith will give an opening statement, and then we'll open it up for questions. Coach?
Well, I mean, I think coming into this, once we saw the draw coming into this thing, I think we knew that we would have our hands full with one of the best pitchers in the country. We were excited too because we feel like we have a pretty good one on the other side. Knew it was going to be one of those kind of tough grinder games that could go either way and limited scoring opportunities, and kind of shaped up that way until the sixth, and then we found a way to get one out of there and it opened it up a little bit. But just a really, really good baseball game. They're a good team, and we're going to feel good about this one for about an hour, and then start refocusing and get thinking about tomorrow night. So, good ball game, and I really, and I would be remiss if I didn't say, I thought Matthew was I don't like it when you're sitting in a dugout and it's going on. Fun to watch. But he's really good. I was excited to kind of see him with all the accolades he had, and he lived up to the billing.
Go ahead and open it up for questions. Make sure that you direct your question to someone and let us know who you are.
Joseph Cipolito, Arizona Republic. One question for Tracy and one for Trevor. Tracy, what made Cronover unique from the other pitchers you have faced this season? And Trevor, as the game was going on, did you notice Cronover maybe losing any velocity or arm slot dropping or anything of that nature that you were able to, that you and your teammates were able to hit him in the sixth?
I'm going to go. Yeah. So I knew when I looked in the media guide or their roster and saw 6-foot left-hander, 200 and some pounds, I knew instantly the guy's a bulldog. And I think when you have that type of mentality. But I think what he did exceptionally well, and is why he is so effective, is he is able to locate each pitch pretty much where he wants to. He was very effective in, very effective out, changing speeds. But his control is the separator, I think, from what I saw.
As for velocity dropping, not too much. He was locating very well. I think that's what kept us off balance a lot of the time. But we just stuck with our plan and got a few counts that were favorable in an offensive standpoint and took advantage of it. I mean, for Joey with someone on and he goes, I think, 3-1 or something like that, and gets a fastball over the middle of the dish and he hits it out and serving, getting another pitch, I think change up. It's you have to do that with guys that are so good like that, is that you have to hit the mistake pitches, and I think that we did that pretty well today.
Bob Kaiser from Orange County Resident. Trevor, Matthew said he was working around you because you hit the home run earlier and had a good swing. Does that happen often? He came back then 2-0 on the next guy and then got a fastball up. When you walked out of first base, did you think that was the beginning of something for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, I think that anytime you walk a guy on 4 straight pitches, something could possibly be brewing, and then it started to go a little bit in Joey's favor as well. And anytime you get someone on base and you have a pitcher's 100% focus, not at 100%, and you have him focus on a little bit on the runner, then anything can happen, and Joey took advantage of that.
Bobby at State Press. Trevor, you really saw the Cronover well today all day long. What did you see on that
Well, I tried bunting first because no one was really hitting anything, so tried to get a bunt down. But then I just remembered from my last at bat that he was trying to go inside, and I know that the ump was giving inside strikes, and just got my foot down early and saw a good fastball inside and took advantage of it.
For Ryan, 7 innings. Ryan didn't give the team the game. How nice was it to have the offense finally come through and take you up?
It's always great when you have the offense come through. I mean, the guys were fighting. Cronover's a good pitcher and kept our guys off balance for a long time. So to see them come through at the end was great to see. And I mean, I'm never going to complain about too much run support. So it's good to see them getting on base and scoring runs.
Ryan, how does this performance compare to your other performances this season? I'd like to have Tracy address that as well.
I think it's comparable.
Can you turn the mic to you, please?
Sure.
Thank you.
I think it's similar to some of them. I mean, some days you have your best stuff, other days you don't. even just some innings you have your better stuff than others. So I think just trying to grind through it, just trying to give the team a chance to win. That's what I try to do every time I'm out there. I have 1 day a week to get a job done, and so I pride myself in my work ethic and going out there. And that was a big thing, is trying to get through 7 innings and keep us in the ballgame the whole time.
I think it was typical. I mean, everybody, I always get asked that question after every one of his starts, and I say, and I'm running out of things to say. It's Kellogg. You can pretty much pencil it in. You can say he's going to go 7. He's probably going to give up a couple of hits, but he's going to give your team a chance to win every single time, and that's exactly what he did again.
Ryan, did you feel like you had your best stuff today or not?
I wouldn't say I had my best stuff, but it was definitely had some pretty good stuff today. Command was iffy depending on the inning, but I think the slider was still good. Changeup was sometimes there, sometimes not. Just trying to find a way to win with what you have is a big part of the game.
Ryan, you go into the dugout down 2-1 after the top of the 7th. How big of a turnaround was that for seeing the back-to-back home runs, especially emotionally in the dugout?
That was a huge turnaround. The guys finally started to feel like they could get to Cronover, and I think hitting's contagious. One thing leads to another, and so you could really see the dugout change from guys fighting for it, and they still kept fighting for it, but it was just a better atmosphere in the dugout after we had that and took a lead and took advantage of that and continued to take advantage of that.
Skip, how important was it to have all 3 hitters, Allen, Lilac, and Sherman, go yard?
Well,
knowing that, and then have that big hit.
Yeah, because again, who you're facing, I don't think you're going to put together big innings by off of him by getting multiple hits. And he's going to give you free base runners. So the one swing, and we were kind of laughing about that a little bit about our power. That that's why power is so important, because you're never out of it. One swing of the bat can get you back in. But Trevor's been swinging the bat really well lately. Joey's been showing a lot more offensively from a power standpoint. So it doesn't matter. What happened or has happened up to this point in the season. It all starts today for everybody that's left in the field. So if those guys are swinging the best and Joey's picking it up and swinging the best at this time of the year, that's all that matters is moving forward.
Eric Swenson, College Baseball Today. Coach, what was your, considering Cronover on the mound, he gets 2 runs behind him, what was your concern level or what was your confidence level with your team at that point?
Well, the way he was throwing, I mean, I was concerned. I'd be lying to you if I said I wasn't. But the wind, I kept looking at the flags. I was like, the wind's blowing out a little bit. And certainly I think after Trevor's home run was big, because he almost, and he is in Matthew Cronover, almost seemed like Superman there for a while. And then, I think the home run showed everybody else, hey, we can get to this guy. So, I thought that was huge. But I was concerned. I mean, I knew it was going to be limited opportunities. We were fortunate to put it together there in the 7th to kind of ignite us a little bit. But he's good, and I think we're very, very fortunate to come out of here with the win.
You go into the 9th inning with a 5-run lead. Gillies gives up 2 runs. How disappointing was it they had to bring it Burke for final run?
I wouldn't say the word's disappointing. I mean, at this point, it's all about winning a baseball game, and our mode of operation all year has been we don't care who gets the credit or how it gets done. Let's just figure out a way to win. And Darren, did a really good job of coming in and stopping it there in the 8th. They put together some hits in the 9th, and Ryan did exactly what he was supposed to do: come in and shut the door. It would have been a luxury, a nice thing to not have to use him, but it doesn't really matter. I don't think Darren's going to be a big part of our success as we keep going. So I don't think his confidence is rattled whatsoever. We got the win, and that's all that matters.
Skip, any issue with DiBiase?
No, it's just Jake's older. He's a little older. Those legs don't move as much. We put the young guy out there. Colton's a little bit faster, so it's more of just a defensive move.
More questions? All right. Thanks, gentlemen.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I got your chair log.